introducing your referee, Mr. Rapin Soblik. And now, introducing first, fighting of the red corner, 22 years of age, just down to 169 centimeters tall and weighed at 17.8 pounds. She holds a record of 48 wins and 6 losses. She is IPCC Muay Thai and Muay Thai Junior Cup gold medalist and RWS 2022 and 2023 world champion and the current Rajadamnern Stadium female bantamweight champion, representing Chiang Mai province, Thailand, the Chirikpa Somratsamee Manop Muay Thai and opponent fighting at the blue corner, 28 years of age, sits down 166 centimeters tall and weighed at 17.9 pounds. She holds a record of 44 wins, 6 losses and 1 draw. She is the BBC Muay Thai world champion, representing Brazil, the Chirikpa Barbara, the Anaconda Aguiar.
Well, we've already got one finalist in Ruud Gordon. Let's get a female one. Who will it be? Somratsamee from Thailand, Barbara Aguiar from Brazil. 3 2-minute rounds.
Let's see how they choose to fight, as they're both kneeing specialists. They're both very good at clinching.
Good left kick there from Somratsamee. Happy to fight off the back foot. Here comes Barbara.
Straight into the clinch. No time wasted here. You can see Barbara trying to get the upper hand from side control, but nullified the action there by Somratsamee with that palm straight over the top.
Barbara, the aggressor. I mean, usually strength does matter, but it matters more in grappling than it does in striking. So, I mean, if they're about the same skill level in clinching, the stronger person should actually come out victorious in the clinching.
Seems right now that the game plan of Somratsamee is not to try and clinch on knee with Barbara, but to throw those kicks to the midsection as she walks forward. That was a good right high kick there from Barbara.
Barbara pushing the pace, just trying to get through the punches of Somratsamee.
Those constant left kicks to the body there from Somratsamee, but this is what Barbara wants. She wants to get in the clinch, she wants the knee, and she is looking very strong in there as well.
And her loss to Marie Roumet, I mean, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way, so she's a tough opponent. It's no easy joke, this fight.
Absolutely. Marie Roumet coincidentally was actually scheduled to compete here. Unfortunately, she got sick, and that's where 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 stood in for. So I hope she feels better soon. She was very close herself to making it through to the final 4. She was on the same points as Kwanjai and Barbara. We had to go then to the round. We just added up and totaled the round for rounds, and it came out, unfortunately for her, that both Barbara and Kwanjai had scored a little bit more.
Barbara having a lot of success with that vice grip. As soon as she gets that lock on, digs the head under the chin of Somratsamee. There it is, there, digging the head under the chin, delivering the knee punishment straight through the frame. But Somratsamee doing a good job of breaking it up. There it is, the first round of action. Very close indeed. What did you think, Aaron?
Well, I was about to say, some good kicks from Somratsamee, that combination where she throws a kick and then before the leg has landed, she throws that left hand, was paying dividends. But, like you were talking about, within the clinch, Barbara looks incredibly strong. So it was a close round, but I think maybe just with those body kicks being more consistent than the clinch and knee activity that we saw from Barbara, that Somratsamee may take this round. But it was very close, it really could go either way.
I would have to agree. I think Barbara looked much stronger in the clinch, so now it depends on the judges what they prefer. The kicks on the outside.
To win the 2 remaining rounds.
And she's going up against a very formidable force in the world of Muay Thai. Barbara Aguiar is no slouch, that is for sure. So here we are, coming into round number 2. Kick for kick, straight inside.
Barbara is just not giving her the space. In order to land those body kicks, you need space. Barbara is just blocking them, eating the kicks, and going into the clinch where she knows she's doing better.
Yeah, once again, you can see the Anaconda gripping and not letting go of her prey right now and driving knees into the body of Somratsamee.
And keeping the clinch active as a referee breaks them apart. But that vice grip, just anytime she gets that locked, very Yotin-like.
Yes.
Digs in the chin under the neck, causing frustration there for Somratsamee. Yes. And there it is again, bang!
Speaking of Yotin.
Oh, speaking of Yotin, you were saying.
Speaking of Yotin, I mean, this is the exact strategy that his senior Petbunchu FA group used to defeat Sanchai. He blocked the body kicks, he went on the inside, didn't give Sanchai a chance, the space to kick, and he just molded him like this, just like this.
Absolutely. You know, I've heard in the past people say the best knee strikers will win over an elbow fighter or a fighter who's just using their punches. There's generally people out there who believe that the knee is the strongest weapon in the sport of Muay Thai, if you combine it, of course, with the clinch. And I think we're seeing evidence right now of that in Barbara. There's nothing at the moment that Somratsamee can do. If she pushes forward, she walks straight into that clinch, and she cannot find the punches or the elbows to trouble Barbara at the moment, Joe. It's looking a little bit hopeless there, I say, for Somratsamee.
I mean, Barbara is just doing such a phenomenal job of shutting down the range of Somratsamee, doing an impeccable job of mastering the Muay Khao strategy, utilizing the punch, the kick to gain entry into the clinch where she is strongest. And that is the end of round 2. I've got to say, unofficially, I'm going to have to give it to the Anaconda, just strangling and smothering her way to victory through that round. But I'm only a humble commentator, I'm not a judge. We'll have to see what they have to say. But let's have a look at the replays.
No, there's no way. If you're going to judge round number 1, based on what we saw, I think Somratsamee had more success in round number 1 than she ever did in round number 2. And off that alone, it has to go to Barbara.
And I've got to say, Pete said, you know, such a fantastic thing about this is the exact strategy that Petbunchu used against Sanchai back in the day.
Give the losing person the puncher's chance, but it doesn't look like she has a record of being a big puncher. So it's going to be very unlikely that Barbara is going to lose this round. So yeah, I think Barbara has got this. I think she's got this.
Let's find out if you're right. Right, left kick there from Somratsamee, looking for those teams to try and enter and stay away from the clinch.
And to add what you were saying, Aaron, like how the knee style beats the elbow, the punching, the kicking style, I would have to add that there's 2 parts to being a knee fighter. The first part is, can you get to your opponent? And the second part is, once you get there, can you do what you do? Because Panom Tuolega, he was a very good knee fighter, but he couldn't beat Samad because he couldn't get to him. But Petbunchu is very good at getting to the opponent, just like Barbara. She can get to Somratsamee and she can do the work once she's on the inside.
Some of the best Muay Thao's knee fighters are also not afraid of getting hit as long as they can grab a hold of their opponent. They can see the body shots landed in round 2. Barbara with 30, Somratsamee with 13. And I've got to say, the majority of those 30 strikes were probably knees, Joe.
Here we are, Somratsamee starting to dig down deep, copping a teep for her troubles. Kick on the outside. Barbara just sitting on the back foot here a bit. I'd like to see Barbara go back to her clinch style where she was so strong, gaining the upper hand with the vice grip, the side control, the palm over the top. Goes for the punch down below, a stiff jab on the outside.
And the stats provided by Fight Geek, I just have to note that they are unofficial. It does not mean the judges will agree with the Fight Geek stats.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Barbara all smiles here. Somratsamee doesn't look like, oh, beautiful left hand there from the Anaconda.
Somratsamee does look a little bit discouraged, and to be fair, they're just 2-minute rounds. It really doesn't give her a fighting chance.
Absolutely. Final 10 seconds on the clock. It looks like Barbara Aguiar is going to go through to the final.
Big kick upstairs there from the Anaconda to end the third and final round. And a good show of sportsmanship there from both female athletes.
As the Queen being dethroned, the undefeated streak, 16-0 she was here in RWS. Well, now it is 16-1. The current Rajadamnern Stadium champion is out of the tournament. And that girl there, Barbara Aguiar, is now through to the final. We spoke about the brilliant performance of Ruud Gordon in the last fight. This was a masterclass of how to fight, just like you were talking about, Pete. Getting in and destroying with that knee. Let's have a look at the highlights. Impeccable job from Barbara Aguiar, the Anaconda.
Had this been a kickboxing match, Somratsamee may have defeated Barbara because she would have had more space to throw kicks and punches, but when it comes to Muay Thai, the grappling is legal. It changes the game totally. I mean, when you look at the past in Muay Thai, they didn't really use the clinch, but then like decades ago when they started using the clinch, it was a game changer, and you can't survive as a...
Ladies and gentlemen, of the 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored is about 30-27. Declaring a winner by way of unanimous decision. Advance to RWS final!
Another finalist! More tears from that finalist, Barbara Aguiar. An impressive victory over Somratsamee. A 2-time tournament champion is out, and the Brazilian progresses. Congratulations to Barbara, all smiles in the camp of the Anaconda.
Taking a first loss is not easy. How do you deal with that, Joe?